Hi guys, welcome back to our weekly market outlook, and in this video I'm going to talk about what is the best trading setup for this week and what is the macro data that you have to keep a look on, and then some small talks about the macroeconomics. And guys, before we go to chart, as usual, I'm Alex, your technical analyst from FundYourFX, and let's go straight to the point. Okay, now we came on to the macro data. On the macro data on Monday, we have to keep an eye on the GBP, on the GDP for UK, okay, quarter on quarter, and on the year on year. On the Euro side, we have the Germany CPI. Move to Tuesday. On Tuesday, we have, okay, here, US Fed Chair Powell speak, okay, from the USA. And then we have the manufacturing PMI, but it's not quite important. Okay, we can skip the PMI. For me, it's not quite important. Let's go straight to the Wednesday. Okay, on the Wednesday, we have ADP non-farm employment. This is very important. Okay, let's move to the Wednesday. On the Wednesday, we have ADP non-farm employment. This is very important news data for us. On Thursday, we have initial jobless claim, non-farm payroll. Okay, non-farm payroll often released on the Friday, but because the Friday is 4th of July, it was US Independence Day, so it moved up to the Thursday. Okay, on Thursday we have non-farm payroll. We have to keep in mind that will be some of very large volatility in non-farm payroll, so you have to keep an eye for in this non-farm payroll data. And of course, for the unemployment rate, that's so important too. Okay, let's move to the part 2, which is what is the best trading setup for this week. Okay, let's move to DXY. We have an update for the DXY or dollar index. Well, once again, it rejects very nicely to our demand zone, and then I don't see any potential that in the short term or this week DXY move in the bullish momentum. So our plan is to sell on strength. Okay, sell on strength. If there is a rejection or retracement, we want to sell on the retracement, okay, on the strength. The main goal for the DXY is to run and catch its harmonic support, which is came at around 95.491. That's the dynamic support for the DXY or dollar index. Dollar index resistance came at around 99.421, and then the latest support or the next target for support is at Fibonacci golden ratio, which is 95.491. Okay, let's move to S&P 500. We have S&P 500 on the daily chart. It's moved very bullish momentum here. Okay, we have validation of the bullish momentum here, and then it creates another follow-up for the bullish momentum. Right now, the price seems to make another all-time high, but you do not want to trade on here. You do not want to enter here because we have so many supply around here. So there's a chance that the price is going to retrace or make a correction after this price breakout. The best things to trade on the S&P is to wait for the price to retrace one, and then wait for the price to retrace on the demand zone, which is here. The demand zone, it came from the breakaway gap here. Okay, here. Okay, that's the plan for the S&P 500. And now let's move to the UK oil. Okay, this is pretty interesting because the price is not quite volatile when there's a war between Israel and Iran. And when the US start to interfere their war, they want ceasefire happen between Iran and Israel. So the price dropped, and then it dropped, it make a retracement or correction on our demand zone here. Okay, this is our demand zone. This is UFO or unfilled order for the demand zone, which is pretty clean. Okay, our next plan for the UK oil is to catch another bullish run. Okay, well, the condition is quite great for the macro, for the war. There's no war again in our earth. Okay, so but the UK oil or the Brent, we have to forecast that the oil itself or the price of the Brent is going to move in the bullish direction, and for the support it's on the 62.13. For the latest resistance, it came at around 80.34, and for the potential target for the Brent or UK oil, it's on 82.58. That's our plan. Our plan for UK oil is to wait a retracement. Of course, it's already made a retracement, and then to wait for the valid rejection point. Okay, that's the point. Then let's do the silver. Silver, it's quite interesting because we have two types of time frame that have its own strategy or its own trend. Okay, that first we come to the daily. On the daily chart, we see that the price, well, it makes a bullish structure, right? Okay, it makes a bullish structure, and right now we want to wait. If you are daily trader, okay, if you are trading based on the daily chart, you want to make sure that you have to wait for the price to come or retrace to the first demand zone or the optimal demand zone. This is the interesting part. This is the interesting part. Okay, when we move down to 4-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart, we see that the price makes a head and shoulder pattern here. Okay, and then it creates, well, the change of character happen or behavior change on the market. So what should we do? Should we trade on bearish setup on 4-hour chart, or we should do set up bullish setup on the daily chart? Well, first, if you are a 4-hour chart trader or your major trend look on the 4-hour chart, you have to follow the trend on the 4-hour chart. Okay. Then, if you are a daily chart, the retracement on the daily chart is the bearish structure on the 4-hour chart. So let the 4-hour chart, let the bearish structure on the 4-hour chart finish first, and then it will align to the daily chart. That's the plan. Okay, good. So let's do some little talks about the market condition. Well, the war has ended, now what? Well, the Fed is wanted us to see or wanted US to have optimal job data, low employment, and then an increasing of economy, okay? And then of course the lower of inflation. But there is something that the Fed still struggle, that they literally doesn't want to cut its interest rate, okay? It is the tariff effect. The tariff effect it's come a bit late, because when the tariff is announced, there is a potential that the price is going to increase, so it will increase another inflation. So the Fed doesn't want to make another very aggressive hike like in the past COVID era. So that's the main point. The main point is the Fed is not going to start cutting rates, okay, lowering rates, interest rate in this year, because the Powell said that the tariff war, the effect of the tariff war is going to make the price higher or increasing US inflation. So enough for small talks, and let's do our best part, which is the giveaway picker. Okay, we come to the giveaway part, and let's pick our giveaway. how much comment do we have? We have 11 comment. This is included our team. So let's do pick our comment. Okay, let's do keep a winner. Okay, Dave PC9UX. How to register in FundYourFX? Well, right now you are going to win the account, so you doesn't have to register. So congratulations, Dave. You have won the giveaway. Okay. So make sure if you have notified that you are the winner of this week giveaway, make sure to follow up on your comment with your email, that the email address that you use for this YouTube comment section. Then our team, our administration is going to pick you up and providing you for our account. Okay, the giveaway account is 5,000, one step only account, so that's quite great. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this weekly market outlook, and I hope you have the idea what is the best trading scenario, what is the best trading strategy, or what is the best trading pair to trade in this week. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow our Instagram, our TikTok. Don't forget to comment and like this video so you can enter next week giveaway, and then you can get notified if I made weekly market outlook, daily market outlook, and educational content. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.